Hi, Miss Nina. What would you call a painting made by a cat?
Well, good afternoon, Van Roy. Welcome to class. A painting made by a cat? No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
A portrait.
Of course it is. How are you, Van Roy?
Invincible.
That's the spirit. Keep it up. While we tackle the second topic in our series of lessons for art and design in SSC AS level learners, I would like to welcome all art and design learners, teachers, as well as any other art lovers. I am Nina, and joining me today is Van Roy, one of our Namibian art and design learners.
Ma'am, did you hear about the 2 art students that had a competition to see who was the most successful?
Art competition? No, who won?
No one did. It ended in a draw.
Yes, an artist does a lot of drawing. Now then, today I also want to draw the artist out of you. But first I'd like to test you to see how much you can still remember about last time. Do you remember that we spoke about the requirements for planning and recording your artwork for your portfolio?
Yes, it was so interesting. It was all about choosing my topic from the physical or imaginary world. The portfolio counts for 50% of the total mark in the examinations. It is therefore very important to hand in a well-planned portfolio. And, yes, I should choose a topic I'm passionate about and find a way to show physically how it makes me feel inside. For that, I should research by looking at similar artists in similar artworks and also look at the different types of media that I'll be using.
You have remembered well, Van Roy. Well, today we will be looking at the next assessment objective for your portfolio, which is to explore and select from different elements.
Wow, that is a mouthful. Explore and select from different elements? We're going on an adventure trip. We are going to explore our options and then we will choose which ones are the most applicable to our artwork. Am I right?
Yes, Van Roy, what a brilliant idea. So let's set the mood for our adventure. Are you ready to leave for the island of Nduluka? By the way, did you know that you can listen to music using earphones during your NSSC AS examination?
Any music?
Yes, any music that inspires you.
That's great. I'm glad I've got art as a subject.
That is, as long as you do not disrupt anyone else. The person next to you might be busy with an artwork that represents calmness, and then your loud in-house music might prevent them from being creative. We cannot allow that. So if you are disruptive, the teacher can ask you to work in silence, and you might be upset. So, only for your ears. But to come back to our lesson, let's build on the example we used last time. To create something with dance and the COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, we listen to Jerusalem to inspire our topic.
So we have 2 ideas. The one is on dance and music, and the other is on the pandemic. These are 2 very different themes combined into one topic. The one has to do with the emotion of happiness and the other with sadness. So our first stop on the adventure could be the river on our island.
Yeah, I love rivers. What is this island called again?
Nduluka. Come on, I'm gonna be the first one there.
No, you won't. I'm faster.
How beautiful it is. Not so fast, Van Roy. We'll get lost. Wait for me.
I'm sorry, Miss Nina, and you're right. We should take the beauty of this place and not rush past it. There's a river. What is its name?
It is the river of reflection. But in this reflection, it's not like a mirror. If you look at yourself in the water, you will see the opposite of what you feel. I am feeling happy at the moment, but when I look into the river, I see my reflection looking sad. What about you?
My goodness, yes. So you're saying with the combination of happy, music, dancing on the Jerusalem, and underlying sadness about the pandemic, my art should show both emotions.
Yes, Part of our exploration journey will be to look for images that indicate both happiness and sadness. The happiness should have something to do with dance, while for sadness, the images could perhaps include images of people being ill and dying. You should collect at least 3 different images of each emotion and use that as your base to work. Remember to record where you get your images from: paintings, Instagram, magazines, and so on. If you do not mention the source of your images, you could be accused of plagiarism. Then you will have to practice with many different media, such as watercolor, painting, pencil sketches, pottery, until you find the type of media that best resembles your topic and your message.
Miss Nina, when I look into the river of reflection, I think that my type of media will be watercolor. Watercolor just reflects the mood of my topic so well.
That is your choice, Van Rey, as long as you are clear about why you choose what. But do not spend too much time on this. You should complete all of the research within the first month or 6 weeks of the first term. While you are preparing for the examinations, you cannot spend more than 2 weeks planning and practicing. After a month or 6 weeks, you should have decided on what you are going to create, how you are going to create it, and with what you are going to create it.
Yes, ma'am, I've got it.
Remember to record everything in your portfolio. See what works well and what does not work. Always choose the best outcome among those that you have been exploring to add to the portfolio. But you can also do something that did not work for you, such as using the wrong mixture. Remember to record everything in your portfolio. See what works well and what does not work. Always choose the best outcome amongst those you have been exploring to add to the portfolio.
Oh yes, you told us that we need to do this so that the examiners will see that it was our work. Where to next?
Let me see. I think our next stop is the forest of thinking. Sure, but according to the map, we have to climb a huge mountain to get there. It will not be easy.
Nothing comes easy in creating your art, Miss Nina. It's okay if we have to climb the mountain. We do that. Let's go.
Wise words, Van Rey. Wise words indeed. Let's go. Finally, we've reached the top.
It was worth the effort. The view is breathtaking.
And look, the forest of thinking is right here, on top of the mountain.
Look, the leaves of the trees are huge. And it is made of what? Paper? And painted with my ideas. Look, the leaf shows people dancing in many different positions, and that one shows the same people crying next to an ill person. And some are hiding behind masks of sadness. Wow, this is incredible.
So the leaves show possible images of what you were thinking of painting. These are your ideas.
Yeah, you brought me on an imaginary journey to show how to recognize the parts and ideas of my artwork that I have to develop. That's so cool, Miss Nina. I've learned so much and I'll never forget this trip.
Do you feel more prepared and empowered now to approach your artwork?
Yes. Now I know what I want to paint, what to paint with, and what my painting must represent. Thank you for bringing me on this incredible journey. By the way, you said it was the island of Nduluka. What does it mean?
Nduluka means it's a place that one goes to be creative.
Cool.
But now it is time to get back to reality.
I would love to stay a little longer in this world of creativity, but I want to go home and start creating before this inspiration leaves me. Thanks again for bringing me on this adventure, ma'am.
Yes, what an amazing journey we had, Van Rey. We discussed how to explore and select from different inspirational artists, other artworks, researched images, media and techniques. And it was my pleasure too. And I'm glad your artwork is now taking shape, at least in your head already. I'll say goodbye so you can get home and get creative.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes, until next time.
This lesson is produced by NAMCOL with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture.